ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Sri Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogam. Bhagavan is explaining to Arjuna the three qualities of matter, that is Sattvam, Rajas and Tamas. The effects of these three qualities, the reason for one to acquire these three qualities, all of these are explained in great detail. All these three qualities relate to the body, but the Atma, who is untouched by these qualities directly, he is influenced by the body which is having these three qualities, and his progress upwards or downwards depending on the quality which is predominant. If the quality which is predominant is Sattvagunam, then there is scope for upward progress. If there is too much Rajotamogunam, then there is scope for downward progress. So we are seeing the simple meanings. Bhagavad Ramanuja has given beautiful commentary for Bhagavad Gita in Sanskritam named Gita Bhashyam. Vedanta Charya has given Tatparya Chandrika, which is another beautiful Sanskrita Vyakhyanam. Puttur Sri Uve Krishna Swami Iyengar has given Tamil commentary, a very elaborate one with detailed references, detailed explanations and so on, which is in beautiful Tamil, and everyone must have this Grantham, which is available in Puttur Swami's publications. A very wonderful, resourceful Grantham where we can get clarification for any doubt in Bhagavad Gita. As part of this wonderful Grantham, he has given word by word meanings for each slokam. We have translated that into English, and with the help of this English translation, we are going through the simple meanings for Bhagavad Gita. Now let us start from the 14th shlokam. We have seen up to the 13th shlokam. Let us start from the 14th shlokam. Yadha sattve pravrudetu pralayam yati dehabhrut tadottama vidham lokan amalan pratipadyate. In this shlokam, Bhagavan is explaining that when an Atma leaves the body, where the Sattvagunam is on the rise, that Atma will reach a place reach a family, reach a clan where there is the availability of highest knowledge about Atma is present. Let us see the word by word meanings. Dehabhrut, Atma residing in the body. Yada sattve pravruddhetu, when Sattvagunam is on the rise. Pralayam yati chet, if he sheds the body, if he dies, tadha, at that time. Now even though it says tadha, it is at that time, it need not be exactly at the same time, because Atma leaving one body and attaining another body may not happen immediately. There may be a little bit of time gap. We have known from Shastram that the Atma goes through a journey. It is determined where the destination of the Atma is, and then the Atma will go to Akasham, where it will find a place in clouds. Through the droplets of the clouds, it falls down in the ground, and from the ground it goes into the seeds, paddy seeds and so on, and then that will grow into a crop, and from that food is prepared and one consumes, a male consumes the food, and then from that food grain, through the sperm, the Atma will go to the female body, and from the female body the Atma will attain a new body and be born from that. This need not be just human, male and female, but it can be in any form. So this is the general process of Atma going from one body to another body. So it need not happen exactly at the same time, but in that situation, the Atma will attain a clan or a family where there is scope for more knowledge. So that is explained here. Amalan, being free from the fault of being ignorant. The fault in here is being ignorant. That fault is not there. Uttama vidam lokan, the abodes of those who have the highest knowledge about Atma. Pratipadyate, the Atma attains. Here also it says lokan, but Uttama vidam lokan, here it need not mean higher planets, higher lokams like Brahmalokam or Swargalokam. That need not be the case, but it is more the people who are in the higher knowledge and being born in that families. That is more emphasized here. So when an Atma residing in the body sheds his body, when Sattvagunam is on the rise, at that time the Atma attains the family or clan where there is scope for higher knowledge. So that is 14th shlokam. Next 15th shlokam. In this shlokam, the result of Rajogunam and Tamogunam is explained. Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate tata pralinas tamasi mudayonishu jayate. Rajasi pravruddhe. Some words are not directly present in this shlokam, but we have to assume similar to the previous shlokam. For example, this pravruddhe, Rajasi pravruddhe, when Rajogunam is on the rise. Pralayam gatva, if the Atma sheds its body. Pralayam here means death. Karma sangishu, in the clan of those who work to attain worldly benefits. We have already seen that those who have Rajogunam, they have the attitude, or they have the approach to perform karma which gives results, specific results. So similarly, this Atma, when Atma leaves the body, if the Rajagunam is on the rise, he will reach a clan who work to attain worldly benefits, who only works for benefits. Jayate is born. He is born. The Atma is born in that family or that clan. Tatha, similarly, tamasi pravruddhe, when tamogunam is on the rise. Pralinaha, when one who dies. Mudayonishu, in ignorant species such as animals, plants, jayate is born. So when Rajogunam is on the rise, if the individual dies, he will attain ignorant species like plants, animals. Even plants have Atma. There is an Atma present in every plant. So one may reach such species where there is more scope for ignorance. So this is Rajogunam and Tamogunam's result. Now 15th shlokam. Karmanas sukrutasyahuhu satvikam nirmalam palam rajasastu palam dukkham ajnanam tamasah palam. So after reaching such bodies, what is the result? That is explained in this shlokam. Sukrutasya karmanaha, deeds which are done without attachment to the results by one born in the clan of knowledgeable. Satvikam palam, the result of Sattvagunam. Nirmalam ahuhu, said by those who know the greatness of Sattvagunam, that there will be no trace of sorrow. So when someone reaches such clan due to having Sattvagunam and due to having performed activities without expectation towards the results. The result for such acts and such sattvagunam, satvikam palam, the result of sattvagunam, nirmalam ahuhu, said by those who know the greatness of sattvagunam that there will be no trace of sorrow. So for such people there will be no trace of sorrow. We have seen already that when sattvagunam is on the rise, one will desire for peace and tranquility and joy. So for such person, the result will be sorrowless joy. Without any trace of sorrow, there will be joy. That is the result of sattvagunam. Rajasah palam tu, the result of rajogunam, dukkam ahuhu, said by those who know the nature of rajogunam, that it leads to continuous suffering in samsaram. Because the rajogunam, when activities are performed with rajogunam, there is always expectation for results, and results may not come as expected always. Hence, this is always leading to suffering in samsara. One expects a particular result and performs particular karma, but the result is not matching the expectation, so there will be suffering. So this rajogunam, when there is expectation in the result, that will always lead to sorrow in this material world. Tamasah palam tu, the result of tamogunam is ajnanam ahuhu, that is ignorance, said by those who know the nature of tamogunam, that it leads to further ignorance only. So when this rajogunam, when the tamogunam is on the rise, the result of tamogunam will be, after taking birth in such species where there is more scope for ignorance, and that will lead to further ignorance only. So that is 16th shlokam. Now 17th shlokam. Sattvad sanjayate jnanam rajaso lobhay evacha pramadamohau tamaso bhavato jnanam evacha. Sattvat, only by abundant sattvagunam, jnanam, knowledge including self-realization, sanjayate, is created nicely. Rajasaha, only by abundant rajogunam, lobaha evacha, desire towards heaven, etc. is created. Tamasaha, only by abundant tamogunam, pramada moho, engagement in evil deeds due to carelessness, and as a result of that, contrary knowledge, viparita jnanam, bhavataha, is created. Ajnanam evacha, as a result of that, ignorance is also created. So for each sattvagunam, rajogunam, tamogunam, for each one of that, the result will be respectively knowledge, desire and ignorance. So as one involves in more and more of a particular quality, sattvam, rajas or tamas, the result will be proportionate. So one may wonder, if this is the case, if one performs bad deeds due to rajogunam, if one goes down the path of ignorance and takes birth in very inferior species, very ignorant species, is there no scope for progress again? So that will be a common question. There is always jiva swatantriyam, the free will, using which even when one is in ignorant species where there is no scope for knowledge, even in that case, the particular Atma, out of free will, may engage in good activities, good deeds, and may earn good karma and again make upward progress. So that is always possible, because there is swatantriyam, jiva swatantriyam. The Atma is given independence by Bhagavan to act. Depending on the situation, the Atma can be influenced by the situation, the body, the family and all of that, but still the Atma has the final choice. He can choose the best way forward, and potentially make upward progress also. So that is very important, and it's also explained that all of these sattvam, rajas, tamas, all of these qualities are related to the body. Bhagavan himself explains Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. Bhagavan tells Arjuna that this whole Vedas is focused on Sattvam, Rajas, Tamas. Even Sattvam is to some extent binds us in this world only. So one must aim for crossing over these three qualities and focusing on Shuddha Sattvam, pure goodness, and hence one must always strive for that. So that is emphasized here. That must be very clearly understood, because one may think that when one goes down the path of ignorance, one may be going in the same downward direction only. That is not always the case. But that is a general setup. The general setup is one performs good deeds, one gets more opportunity for doing good deeds. One performs bad deeds, one gets more opportunity for bad deeds. But it can be, that cycle can be broken by the free will. With this, we will stop today and we will continue on in the next session. Alvar Emberumanar Jiyar Tiruvadigalai Sharanam, Jiyar Tiruvadigalai Sharanam.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download KOYIL, KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, KOYIL.org.